around, so you take this one. You can still come shake my hand.
But I am very happy for the uniform they have provided us. It will help us to go to school with smile on our face. We will not work the check again. And I thank you for everything you have done for us. We really appreciate it.
Part of the Girls' Education Project, we ensure that each girl has at least 2 uniforms for a few reasons. The first reason is that these girls wear their uniforms to school every day for the whole school year, which lasts 8 months. So the uniforms get tattered, they get ripped in the playground, and a lot of families just can't afford a second one, so if it rips, they stop going to school. And the second reason is because during the dry season, there's water shortages in northern Ghana. So a lot of families aren't able to do their laundry very often. So there's girls that stop going to school because they don't have a clean uniform.
We took it upon ourselves to ensure that each of the girls under sponsorship had 2 uniforms when going to school. And this was my responsibility as part of the project. We started by going around to each school and community to measure every one of the girls for her new uniform.
Right? 15 and a half shoulders. 39 like that. 34 waist. 37.
I think 15 is okay.
So once we had the girls' measurements, we had to go to Tamale Market to buy all of the material for the uniforms. And that was a pretty tough day. It was pretty hot. We had a lot of material to buy. There's so many different uniform colours, uniform styles, and even the fabrics themselves come in different types. Luckily, Shannon's mum Sandra was around at the time, and she really did help us a lot with that part of the project. Shannon and her mother discussed alternate uniform styles for the Ghanaian secondary school. After we had bought all of the uniform material, we hired some local tailors and seamstresses to sew the uniforms. It didn't all go exactly to plan though, and we had some problems with the seamstresses regarding exactly what made up a yard of material.
So we definitely had an issue with the yard.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. Nobody seemed to know anything about the definition of how long a yard was.
Which is weird because some people thought it was 18 inches or...
One of the seamstresses was saying 18 inches. The people in the shop said 26. I went as far as looking it up in a dictionary to find it was 36. And it was a lot of confusion.
But it's 8 inches of this and 8 inches of that is 8 inches.
The yard is different depending on what fabric you use.
It also depends on the color.
Yes, the color will change.
It changes how you look.
Completely.
If it's striped, you're slimmer and the yard is
I
different.
should have taken that into account.
What was it? It turned out in the end it was different fabrics had different widths, and
Yeah, just some. Yeah, you know what? I'm still kind of confused actually about the whole thing. I don't really know what that was.
anyway, despite all that confusion, we finally managed to get around to the sewing of the uniforms. So when it came to the distribution, I went out pretty much every day with Chelsea, who is Shannon's sister. She was over helping us for a couple of weeks. It was great to have another girl on the distribution with me, and she really interacted well with the girls.
Okay, so this is your uniform. You're welcome.
So my involvement in the project was to go around to the different schools and give the uniforms to the students. So we had to go talk to the schoolmasters and find the students, and then we'd bring them their uniforms and make sure they were the right color and sizes and make sure that everything was going well with school and their books and stuff. But I primarily just rode on the back of the motorcycle with the uniforms, holding them down tight, and gave them out to the kids, and it was great to see their reactions.
Chelsea really was brilliant with the girls, even though her pronunciation of some of the girls' names, as you'll probably see in the next few clips, left a lot to be desired.
What's your name again? Lucy Barcus. Lucy Barcus? Lucy. Lucy? Okay. Okay, so Zakaria Shnatu. Abukari Faika. Rahinatu. Rahinatu. I learned.
And even despite a few minor setbacks,
This one is too big for you? Did they not take the dimension?
we managed to get through it and deliver a new uniform to every girl under sponsorship in the project.
We are very thankful for the uniform that you give to us. I am very appreciate it. And the uniform, I only have one. This one, so I will be using it. I thank you for that.
And I'm very happy for the uniform that you gave me because I have only one uniform. This will make it two, so that if I wash one, I will use this one for the next week. Thank you very much.
Most of the girls under sponsorship are actually from very, very poor families, and having a new uniform at the start of the year does make a big difference to them and their families. And knowing that made all of the hard work that we had put into this part of the project worthwhile.
I can create change. Thank you for creating change.
I can create change.
We can create change.
I will create change.
Thank you for creating change.
I can create change.
Thank you for creating change.
Create change.
Is it good?
It fits.